In this video, my guest, Nabeel Azeez, will be sharing 3 email marketing strategies that high-ticket coaches and course creators can use to increase the value of their leads. My name is Kyle Sulerud. I'm the founder of AdLeg, a marketing company that specializes in running YouTube ads for high-ticket coaches and course creators. And in this video, I'm bringing someone on that knows a lot more about a particular subject than I do. That subject is email marketing. He's actually written a lot of emails for my business, and I can tell you firsthand that he knows how to write emails that bring in sales. His name is Nabeel Azeez. His company is called Dropkick Copy, and if you don't know him yet, then it's my pleasure to introduce him. Here is Nabeel.
Hey Kyle, thank you for having me. In this video, I'm going to show you how to reduce your no-shows, boost your closing rate on sales calls, increase your ROAS, increase your lead to sale conversion rate, and lower your CPA, all by sending simple, strategic emails to your leads. But first, let's cover what happens to your business when you increase your lead to sale conversion rate by 3 to 5%. Just think about it for a second. It's just math, all right? Well, your ROAS increases 67%. You increase your revenue by another 67%, and you get a 40% decrease in CPA. Now, what I've noticed is that a lot of coaches and course creators who use paid traffic are incredibly wasteful. They're spending all this money to convert the 2% of the market that's ready to buy right now, while ignoring the other 98% of the market that will buy at some point in the future. And the reason why I say they ignore this vast majority of the market is that when I talk to these coaches and course creators and I ask them how many times they email their list, a lot of them will tell me they'll only email their list once or twice a month, which is just ridiculous. So we're going to rectify that in this video. I'm just going to give you 3 tips, okay, that you can implement pretty much immediately. And this is what's going to boost your lead to sale conversion rate if you do this consistently, okay? So email marketing tip number 1 is to send pre-call hype emails. Say you've got a prospect, they've gone through your funnel and they've booked a call, 2 days from now, 3, 4, or 5 days from now, or even the very next day. What you want to do is you want to send them a sequence of, let's say, 5 emails that share your very best case studies, your best testimonials, any sort of high value pillar content that you can use to solidify your credibility and authority and your ability to deliver the transformation that you promise. And what this is going to do is it's going to indoctrinate the prospect further into your system and your solution. And while that is going on, it gives your sales team the opportunity to develop or establish a one-to-one communication with the prospect so that they can pre-qualify that prospect. And the way you do this is by sending, say, a one-to-one direct email, or by sending an SMS, or by following them on social media or friending them on social media and starting a conversation that way. And by doing this, they can immediately and very quickly find out whether this person is a good fit or a bad fit, whether they're serious or whether they're a window shopper or a tire kicker. And if they're a bad fit, you can cancel the call, get them off your calendar, and make space for more and newer qualified prospects. So that's email marketing tip number 1, the pre-call hype email. Email marketing tip number 2. For a 30-day autoresponder that converts, you need to send 300 emails. I had this coach message me one time. He said, Nabeel, I want you to write me a 365-day email autoresponder. I said, what? I was taken aback, all right? And I told them, listen, I can write a 365-day autoresponder for you. And, I'm happy to take your $36,500 if that's what you want to do. But instead, let me recommend something that is going to convert a little bit better, and is actually going to be a lot easier on your wallet, okay? The thing about autoresponders is a lot of coaches and course creators, and basically anybody using paid traffic, they look at it backwards, okay? What you want to do is you don't want to come up with the 30-day autoresponder and then just plop it in your funnel, just come up with random emails off the top of your head without any idea whether they're going to convert or not, okay? What you want to do is you want to send 300 emails every day, every other day, every 3 times a week, that kind of thing, and figure out the top 10% of those emails. Because here's the thing about writing email copy, okay? I've written emails that I thought were epic, that were going to do numbers, that completely bombed. And I've written emails that I thought were totally average and ordinary and not going to do a damn thing, that ended up converting. Even with my experience as an email copywriter, I have no idea which email is going to perform. And I've been doing this for a while. The thing is, nobody knows until you test it with the market, all right? So what you want to do instead is you want to send 300 emails and then take the top 10% of those, okay, and then put them together in an autoresponder. So how does that look like in practice? Well, you'll start sending emails on day 1, okay, and then you'll add that email to your autoresponder. By the end of the first month, you might have 12, 15, 20, 30 emails. Those all end up in your autoresponder. But as time goes on, you'll start to find that certain emails outperform others. You take those best performing emails and you replace them or add them to your autoresponder and switch up the order so that the top performing emails are going out first in the nurture sequence, all right? And then you keep doing that until you end up with the 30 best performing emails you ever sent to that list. And this is an ongoing process. It doesn't stop. You don't just send 300 emails in 10 months and then say, okay, I've got my top 10%. You need to keep on emailing your list to find those email creatives or that email copy that pulls in applications, that gets book calls, that actually turns into customers. You might find an email, that doesn't book that many calls, but the calls that it does book turn into great customers, all right? So it's really an ongoing process of refining, of optimizing, of testing, and it doesn't end. Your autoresponder is never complete, even if it's a 30-day autoresponder and it's only got 30 emails in it. You're always updating that autoresponder and replacing the emails with the best performing emails that are working at the time, okay? That's email marketing tip number 2. For a 30-day autoresponder that converts, you need to send 300 emails, all right? Email marketing tip number 3. Do things that can't be automated and don't scale. So I see these coaches, everybody loves to automate everything. They've got their high roast installed. They've got their UTM metrics tracking. They've got their links all set up nicely. But none of them actually want to get in the messenger or in the inbox and have a conversation with their prospects. Let me tell you, the easiest way to convert somebody is by having a genuine conversation with them in your messenger chat or an inbox, okay? You talk to somebody for 5 minutes back and forth and book them on a call. See if they don't show up 100% of the time. Your no-shows get completely eliminated because they've developed a relationship with you and they're invested in the call that's about to happen. How do you do that? My favorite way my favorite call to action to include in an email is reply to this email if you're interested. The majority of the time, that's the call to action I like to use, especially in a situation where you're trying to book calls. 1, it improves the email engagement and the email reputation of your sending domain, because people who reply or are opening and replying to your emails and you reply back, it's a signal to email filters and email algorithms that these people have a connection, and we need to make sure that these emails get to the inbox because people are engaging with them, okay? Number 1. So it's going to improve your email deliverability, improve your open rate, it's going to improve your authority, fewer of your emails will go to spam, and so on, okay? That's number 1. Number 2, it's less friction to get people to reply to an email and say, yes, I'm interested, let's talk. It's much easier for them to hit reply and say, yes, I'm interested, than it is to click on a link, fill out an app, book a call, and all that, okay? So the lower the friction, the greater your response, okay? That's obvious, all right? Number 2. Number 3, you can have a conversation with that person and identify whether they're a good prospect or not. You can actually help them, you can serve them, you can find out what it is about their goals that you can help them with and solve those challenges for them. And then, if they're a good fit, you can book them on the call. So, tip number 3, do things that can't be automated and don't scale by getting more people to reply to your emails as the primary CTA. Because you're going to have a conversation with them, you're going to develop a relationship with them, and those people, those prospects, when they get on a call with you, they're more likely to convert, all right? So those are the 3 tips that I wanted to share with you. Tip number 1 is the pre-call hype email, where you send a sequence of emails between the time that the person books the call and the time that they get on the phone to indoctrinate them further into your system and your solution. Tip number 2, to create a 30-day autoresponder that converts, you need to send 300 emails, because the thing about email copy is that you're always testing to find the ones that convert the best, and you have no idea off the top of your head or just by guessing which ones are going to convert the best. And tip number 3 is to do things that don't automate and can't scale, because the best way to convert somebody is to have a conversation with them, and ideally speaking, the number 1 call to action that you want to have in your emails is asking them to reply to that email so that you can start the conversation with them. See, the thing about email marketing is, and I'll end the video with this comment, it isn't about writing the best copy. It is about consistency. It is about developing a relationship. It's about sending the right message at the right time. Okay, somebody might become a lead, at the start of the year, and it's not the right time for them to purchase your product or your service. But 9 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now, it might finally be the right time and they're ready to buy. And all you had to do was show up in their inbox consistently, add value, develop a relationship so that when the time comes to buy, you're the first person they think of. All right? Hope that helps. Shout out to Kyle Sulerud and the AdLeg team.
Thank you, Nabeel. Obviously, some valuable stuff in there. If you want more from Nabeel, then go check out his free cheat sheet, 44 email marketing tactics to boost response. I'll put a link to that in the description below. And if you don't have the time or the desire to implement what Nabeel talked about in this video, don't worry, Nabeel can help you with that. And if you go to his cheat sheet and scroll to the bottom, you'll see some links where you can get in touch with him and see if it would be a good fit for him to write emails for you. You can also follow Nabeel on Twitter, and I'll put that link in the description as well. If you like this format, if you want me to bring more guests on my channel, if you're sick of hearing from me all the time, then leave a comment below. Let me know how much you would love to have more guests on this channel, how much you would love to see less of me on this channel. Let me know the worst things about me. Kyle, your eyes are so wide, you look like you're tripping on acid. Kyle, why do you wear that same jacket every day? Kyle, you are so boring. Leave your comments. Let me know how much you dislike me. I would really appreciate it. Thanks for watching today's video. Again, my name is Kyle Sulerud, and I will see you in the next video.